Hello, this is Gamal Hassan, and in this video we're going to talk about some workshops for training school teachers. Let's get started. My friends, in this video we're going to talk about a list of workshops that must be presented at any school, and for any school teacher who doesn't have the opportunity to attend any of these videos for any of these workshops, it is very important for you to navigate the internet to get to know more about them. Okay, so here, by the way, you're gonna find in my YouTube channel some standalone videos for every one of these workshops, so you can navigate my YouTube channel so you can get to know more about every specific workshop in detail. Okay, so let's get started. Here it is divided into 3 columns. The first one is for the workshop title, the second is for the objectives, and finally we have the outcomes. The first workshop that we're going to talk about, and it is very important for any school to present and to prepare a workshop that discusses differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction or differentiation means to be different or to include some different teaching aids and teaching materials to meet the diverse needs of students. So the objectives of this workshop are to help teachers apply new strategies for tailoring instruction to meet the diverse needs of students in the classroom. My friends, any teacher must consider that learners are of different learning styles, different backgrounds, different interests, different personalities as well. So your task is to come up with and to include some teaching aids, some activities, some visual aids to meet the diverse needs of every single student in your class, to meet the differences, so we can have everyone engaged and interested in the content you're presenting. And this is what we call differentiation. Okay, so to simply to include some different teaching aids in your lesson plan. Okay, number 2, project-based learning, and also we have task-based learning and we have inquiry-based learning, and all of them are similar in many ways, but they have some slight differences. But the target of these project-based learning, task-based learning, inquiry-based learning is to get the students more engaged and to let them work as a team, help each other to accomplish a specific task in the end. Okay, so the objectives is to help teachers apply new techniques for designing and implementing. So you're gonna focus on how to let the teachers be able to design a project-based learning and how to implement it. Okay, project-based learning experiences to engage students, because when the students are engaged and involved in accomplishing a task, all of them are working as a team and everyone is responsible for a specific area in the project. Everyone would be very interested and very engaged in accomplishing his task so he can help his own team, and this is very important, by the way. Okay, number 3, here we have technology integration, which is very important. Now we live in the age of technology. It is very important for any teacher to be updated and to integrate technology in his or her teaching materials. Okay, and in his or her classes. So technology integration to help teachers apply new practical ways to include technology into teaching to enhance student learning and engagement. It is very important for you to be updated and to get to know the latest ways of how to integrate technology in your classes. And now every teacher must be interested into how to apply AI or artificial intelligence in his or her classes. Okay, so you can get your students more involved and more engaged in your content. Okay, assessment strategies, and I have a complete video that discusses this in details in my YouTube channel. You can just navigate it, and also I have a complete video that discusses classroom management and also project-based learning, and also so many videos, and also differentiation. So we're going to talk about assessment. My friends, assessment means to give feedback, to let the students and their parents be aware of their level, whether those students are achieving progress or whether to need to work upon a specific area. It is very important to assess and to give feedback to the students so they can know their level. regularly. My friends, here, assessment strategies. The objectives are to help teachers apply effective assessment techniques and strategies for providing feedback to students. My friends, there are many different types of assessment, but I'm going to talk about two of them. We have formative assessment and summative assessment. Formative assessment, or a continuous one, this happens every single minute in your class. Whenever you are presenting any skill, any rule in your class, it is a must for you to assess whether your students understand or not. And this can be applied by asking some ICQs or CCQs to check some concept check questions and inquiry checking questions, so you can be able to check whether they understand or not. And I have a complete video that discusses how to apply CCQs and ICQs in details in my YouTube channel. So navigate those videos and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Okay. And this is a formative assessment, which is a continuous one. All the time you must assess whether your students understand or not. On the other hand, the summative assessment is the one that happens when you give a test or a quiz or a pop test to your students, so they can just measure and they can just assess their level in your subject. And this is what we call a summative assessment. Okay. Number 5, classroom management. And this is very important, by the way. The objectives are to help teachers apply new techniques for creating a positive and productive classroom environment. My friends, when we talk about classroom management, we're not talking about whether the teacher can master, or whether the teacher can just know every single details about his own subject. This is not the task. This is not what we call classroom management. A classroom management is a complicated process. It means that the teacher must be able to master his subject perfectly, and also how to create a positive and a good and a suitable classroom environment so everyone feels welcome and feels that he can just achieve progress. Okay? And also how to engage students in the content. And all of these areas are under one umbrella, which is classroom management. Okay? And this is related, by the way. Number 6 is inclusive education. The objectives are to help teachers apply strategies for supporting students with diverse needs and promoting inclusive classroom. My friends, as a teacher, you must include every single student in your class. Every student must feel welcome. In many cases, we may have some cases in our classes. For example, we may have some low achiever students who just struggle to cope with the other students. Do not leave them out. It is very important for you to include them, to put them into groups, to let them work with the others so they can enhance their level. So it is very important for the teacher to include and to have or to apply inclusive education, in which every single student is included in a classroom and has something to do to improve his or her level. Okay. Number 7, collaborative learning. The objectives are to help teachers build professional learning communities and promote collaboration among teachers. This is very important, my friends. For any school, you must, for example, have some time to just conduct an open discussion about the controversial issues in teaching, in which teachers would benefit from each other, because every teacher has his own experiences that can benefit the other teachers. So we must get the teachers together to discuss and to share one another experiences so they can get the benefit. Okay? And this is what we call the collaborative learning. The next one is social emotional learning. The objectives for this are to help teachers apply new techniques for fostering social and emotional skills in students. My friends, this is very important. As a teacher, your task is not only to give them some academic information that are related to the subject you are tackling, but to just enhance their or to consider their emotions and to help them help one another to let them feel that everyone is welcomed and everyone feels that all of us in the classroom are one family and everyone acts as a family member. Okay. Number 9, literacy instruction. Number 9, instruction. Sorry, literacy instruction. The objectives are to help teachers apply effective strategies for teaching reading, writing, and literacy skills across subject areas. My friends, regardless of being an Arabic teacher, an English teacher, a science teacher, it is very important for you to focus upon how to enhance the level of your students academically. For example, if you're teaching English, it is very important for you to conduct and to attend some workshops that let you know how to teach writing, how to teach reading, how to teach literary skill across subjects. And even if you're an Arabic teacher, in Arabic, we have also writing, reading. Whenever we have a piece of reading, how to understand it and how to get the main idea, how to get the motives of the characters if we are dealing with a story. And this is very important for the teacher to be aware of how to teach these areas. Okay. Number 10, we have STEM education, and this is very important. And the objectives are to help teachers apply new incorporating science. To help teachers know how to apply and incorporate science, technology, engineering, and math into classroom instruction. And this is very important. And this is what we call integrated learning. For example, if you are a science teacher, when you apply or when you just apply math, history, English in your class, this would let the students know that everything they are learning at school is related to one another, and inshallah this would make them more interested in all subjects because this integration would let them know and value the other subjects when they know for sure that everything they know they learn at school is very important for them to be aware of. Okay. Cultural competence. Developing cultural competence and creating inclusive classroom for diverse student populations. My friends, here in Saudi Arabia, for example, there are many different students from many different backgrounds and different nationalities. And students tend to just have good relations with the ones from their same nationality. And this is not correct. For me as a teacher, whenever I entered my class, I would tell the students not to sit next to some specific students who have the same culture. It is a must for you to just merge them as a team, as a family member, not to let them just have some gangs in the class so everyone feels included in the classroom. Okay. So, my friends, finally, these are just a few examples, and the specific workshops offered can be tailored to the needs and the proprieties of the school and its teachers. It is very important to assess the specific needs of teachers and school community to determine which workshops would be most beneficial. So, according to the needs of the school teachers, the school would just tailor and prepare some workshops to meet the needs that can improve the level of the teachers. And that's all for now, and thank you so much. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.